3 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in the game. Chiefs lead by 3, 37-34. Bombers get the first jammer out, and the only jammer thus far, Chris Rowe, 32. That's putting a lot of pressure on this man. He's only 3-year skater, and the Bombers down by 3 points. JoJo Stafford sent back to do the blocking. Rowe is really going to have a tough time now. Stafford just an all-around skater, tremendous blocker as well as a jammer. Elbow block, slows him down. He sets him up, he has quick moves. Rowe comes up again, out of the Chief turn, down a straightaway, elbow block again. Back by Stafford, stops him from scoring. Another block thrown back. Butler dropping back to do the blocking for the Bay Bombers as the Chief jammer. Alfonso Reyes moves up. Elbow block by Butler, slowing down the Chief jammer. Well, the leg block back there by Stafford. Reyes has been dumped. Butler will move on the assist for Chris Rowe. Jammer is at the rear of the pack. The only one who can score is 32. Butler reaching back. There's a whip to the outside. Reverse whip. Stafford moved out of the way. Rowe to the inside. A jam called off. There was one Bay Bomber point scored over JoJo Stafford.
It didn't look like Chris Rowe knew what Cliff was going to do, but Cliff just powered him on through there with that fancy whip, knocking Stafford high and picking up that point. You know, what I want to show you, when Cliff Butler grabbed hold of Chris Rowe's arm, this man is so strong. He was flipping him around like a little fish at the end of his arm. But he got him through there for that point. This is what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to pick up these quick singles. They're 2 points down. The score is 37-35. They have enough time to pick up 2 real quick singles and then save their 2 best jammers for the last jam.
2 minutes, 8 seconds left to go in the game. O'Connell still out. Bombers at a disadvantage here without the big O, Mr. Roller Derby on the track, but they break Tony Roman out and moving on the play. Alan Little's coming out for the Chiefs. Gammon on the move. Gammon signals to Roman. Gammon drives Little's into Tony Roman. Roman back with a block. Gammon hits him again. They've got him pinned up. Good combination. Little's taken down. Now the Bombers with a double scoring threat. Both of these men can really play. Dynamite Mike Gammon, the dynamic Tony Roman. 2 jammers moving in, talking it over. If they get their heads together, nobody's going to stop them, Nick.
Well, I know. You know, I'm really glad that they didn't skate together. When I was skating, I'd have gone crazy.
Jammers coming into the rear of the pack. 37, Tony Roman, and 35, Dynamite Mike Gammon. Littles has been sent back to do the blocking, and apparently they're going to go try and do the same thing, a one-on-one. Roman moves up first. Gammon moves in, slows down. They move up, slow down again. Little's set waiting. Roman goes low. Gammon over the top. Tremendous play by both of these men. They're back up and moving. Roman cuts it off.
They had a jammer coming.
There was a Chief jammer, Joe Perez, moving up there. Good play. The Bombers did score 2 points. It's tied 37-37. 55 seconds left to go in the game. If the jam starts, it will run the full 60 seconds.
Who do you figure they got for a jammer now, Don?
I don't know who they're going to put in. If it was me, I'd go with Gammon and Roman again.
I don't know. I'd maybe take a chance on Butler having to get out of the front there. Because the Chiefs are going to, whoever they get out, if they get somebody out on top, they're going to have to keep them going because the score is tied.
No game ends in a tie, 37-37. 25 seconds left to go. Remember, if this jam starts, it runs the full 60 seconds. If it doesn't, the women go into overtime. They are going with Roman and Gammon again.
Oh, you beat me again.
13 seconds. The jam started. This jam goes the full 60 seconds, regardless of the time on the scoreboard. Gammon, Roman on the move. Joe Foster in pursuit with a pivot helmet on. Foster's out, number 2-1, however. They form a double block. Foster backs off, slowing them down. Now building a little speed out of the Chief turn, down the middle, through the middle of that double block. The power of a big man, offsetting both of the jammers of the Bay Bombers. Chiefs have that potential score moving in. Butler back to the blocking for the Bay Bombers. Bomber jammers up and moving again. Foster out, number 2-1, but he can't afford to cut it off. Elbow block back by Butler. Bomber jammers moving in again. We're out of regulation time. We're in the extra jam time. Gammon has been dumped by Foster. Roman put down. Butler hanging on defensively. Foster calling up into the back with the Bomber jammers move up again. Foster back with a block. Slowing down Roman. Puts him down. Rice with a block. Skaters hit up. Power play to try and drive Foster through.
I think he picked up the 1 or 2. All he wanted was a 1 or 2
The official decision, there was 1 Chief point scored by Joe Foster. Time has run out in the game. The final score, the Chiefs 38-37 over the Bay Bombers. We'll be back with an interview directly following these commercial words. Hello, I'm Don Drury. We're talking trackside at the end of the game from Kezar Pavilion with the great Jerry Murray of the powerful Chiefs. The final score here, the Chiefs 38, the Bay Bombers 37. Jerry, it's just great to see you back out on the track again. And your team seems to be always an offensive and powerful team on the offensive side.
Well, I think they did really great today, but wait till we get to where we skate together more. A lot of the kids I haven't even met yet, and I think they did a terrific job. But when they get to where we know what each other's doing, I think they're going to be fantastic.
It seems that you've always been with a team that has the endurance and a powerful offensive set rather than a great defensive team. I don't mean to take away anything on the defensive side, but it seems like you always have great jammers with you.
Well, I think that's the name of the game. If you don't have your jammers, you're not going to win.
Most of the conditioning comes from that, I think, probably through a lot of the hours of training that skaters must go through.
Yes, that's true. You do have to do a lot of training to be a well, you have to do a lot of training just to be on the track if you want to get right down to it. But we try to instill upon the minds of the young ones that to get out and train and be a jammer, be aggressive, get out and go. And I think they showed tonight that they can do it.
It seemed like throughout most of the game that you people were picking up your points. And when I say you people, I mean, of course, the powerful Chief team that you have in bunches, not just one at a time. And towards the end of the game, naturally, it seemed like the men were picking up as the competition got tougher. But it seemed like the women were picking up 2, 3, 4 at a time. Do you go out and try and jam up the pack for something like that, or is it just the way it works out?
Well, we've kind of figured that'd be the best to do. Like tonight, like I said, it's the first time we skated together, and we don't really have any set plays. We don't know really what each one's going to do, so we figured if we could do that, and if we can get a bunch of points and kind of stay ahead, we're better off that way.
Running up against some of these people that you're playing with, or against this evening, Joan Weston, Carol Peanutsmeyer, Judy McGuire, Sue Fraguglia, Dolores Tucker. Now, they've been together for many, many seasons, and great ability by all of them. What do you try and tell the jammers, or Sandy Dunn come in? I'm sure that between the two of you, you must be explaining something to your jammers to watch out for, to stay away from.
Well, we're not trying to tell them to stay away from. We don't want them to feel that they have to be afraid of anything. Like I say, if you have an aggressive team, they're not going to stay away from them, but we let them know that we're going to be there to help them. And if they need the help, we're there to give it to them.
One final question, and that is, watching the men's field out here, you're watching your son skate against you very quickly, because we are running out of a little bit of time. What is the feeling there?
Mixed emotions, I'll put it that way. I have skated against Judy before, but like I said, it's mixed emotions. You're skating to win, and you can't listen to your heart.
Jerry Murray, we thank you for joining us. The final score again here from Kezar Pavilion, the Chiefs 38, the Bay Bombers 37. On behalf of the visiting Chiefs, of course, your own Bay Bombers, Nick Scopus, myself, I'm Don Drury. Thank you for joining us.